Welcome back to another episode. This is Christian Real Talk. And like always, I want to say thank you just up front. Whenever you get a second to watch this video, whenever you decide to tune in and you just have a moment, thank you for checking me out. All right, so this is the fourth episode. So we are on episode four. And the title for this episode is God Put a Rainbow in the Sky. And I'm going to be reading from the scripture today. I'm starting at Genesis chapter 9, verses 8 through 17. And I am reading from which one is this? I am reading from the New Life Version. All right, so we're starting at verse 8. Then God said to Noah and his sons, "See how I make my arrangement with you and with your children after you, and with every living thing that is with you, the birds, the cattle, and every animal of the earth, of all that came out of the large boat, every living thing on earth. I make my arrangement with you that never again will all flesh be destroyed by the water of a flood. There will never again be a flood to destroy the earth." Then God said, "This is something special to see for all times because of the arrangement that I am making between me and you and every living thing that is with you. I will set my rainbow in the cloud, and it will be something special to see because of an arrangement between me and the earth. When I bring clouds over the earth and the rainbow is seen in the cloud, I will remember my arrangement that is between me and you and every living thing of all flesh. Never again will the water become a flood to destroy all flesh. When the rainbow is in the cloud, I will look upon it to remember the arrangement that will last forever between God and every living thing of all flesh that is on the earth." God said to Noah, "This is the special thing to see because of the arrangement I have made between me and all flesh upon the earth." And really quick, I'm pretty sure everyone knows the story when it comes to Noah, but for some people who may not, God decided, he had looked down and he saw all the sin and all the things that was going on the earth, and God brought judgment, and he decided, to make this wrong to make it right. He would just wipe out, he would just start fresh. He would start new. So he decided to bring a flood to wipe out the earth, and he was just going to start over. And after the flood came, he directed Noah to build a boat, Noah and the ark. And Noah, he built this ark, and he brought on living creatures. He brought his family. He was told to bring two of every living creature, and they all boarded this boat, the ark, and they were able to, God made covenant with Noah, to spare his family, and to spare everything that was on the ark with him. He made covenant with him that, while this flood was to come, that him and his family would be safe. So that's pretty much what happened. The flood came, and it covered the earth, and every living thing that was on it, God destroyed it with the water. So after the flood, here is God's promise and covenant with Noah, but also with us. Every time that we see that rainbow in the sky, that is a sign, that is God covenant with us, that he would never do that again, flood the earth. And with me reading this, I kind of, with reading, Noah and the ark, and then specifically, I'm sorry, this right here about the rainbow, it really made me think about how God made covenant, and how he still is honoring that covenant with us right now. Back in, these days with Noah, God is still honoring that covenant that he has with us. And it just made me started to really, just think about how good God is and how he's faithful. And, even with me, and I can pose the question, when you think about it, what has God made covenant with you? What is an arrangement that God has, or a promise that God has made with you? Of course, if we look in the Bible, there's a lot of things that God has promised us. Even going back with Abraham, there's a lot of things that is promised, and God has made, that arrangement with us, that covenant with us. But personally for me, like, one thing that I can say that has been sticking with me, I'll say for the past week, that I've been reminded of every day, that God is with me. And he said in his word that he will never leave you, he will never forsake you, and he will be with you. He would be with me. And that is something that each day, some way, somehow, and it's very, very, you know, um, ironic, but I know that um, it's definitely a sign from God that he's reminding me that he is with him each day. I would say this week, something has reminded me. I have seen or have heard, or I may be looking up something, some way, somehow, I have been reminded that God is with me. And I can say for me, that is something that God has promised me. That is an arrangement that I can see that God has definitely fulfilled with me and is fulfilling. Any situation that I've been in, um, even now, and things that I have challenges, we all are going through things. We all have challenges that we are facing, but I know that God is with me in my struggles, in my downtime, whether it is, in situations that I may be going through. Even when it come down to health situations and just my strength in general, when it come down to physical things, God is reminding me and showing me, and he's letting me know that he is right with me. So I can, reading this right here, a rainbow in the sky, it's amazing to see how wonderful God is and how faithful he is. But it really just made me, kind of think about how he is a God of covenant. And I can just say for me, with this rainbow, right along with this rainbow, one thing that, like this says, the arrangement, one arrangement that I know that God has and it is showing me and I'm learning on, is that God is with me. And no matter what, just like he's with me, he's with you. And I wanted to come on, and this message today is just for someone, whoever is watching, whenever you watch, God is with you. And no matter what you're going through, no matter what you're facing, no matter what the doctor says, no matter what you may feel like, because sometimes I feel like that we can get caught in our feelings sometimes. But no matter what, even in that moment of downness, even in that moment of weakness, or even in that moment of discouragement, God is still there. And I just wanted to come on to encourage someone and uplift someone and say, no matter what you're going through, no matter what you're facing, God is with you. As sure as we see the rainbow in the sky, that is also a symbol that God is there. All right. Until next time, stay blessed, fam.